Hey, how's it going? This is Matt Dakar, and I want to welcome you to this training. The point of this training is pretty simple. This is a mind map that I created for. It's a condensed version of a training that I have put together called the M3 method. And what this is, it's a culmination of about 5 years of me being online. Running an online business, doing various things over the years, such as e-commerce. Google, AdWords, you know, um, Google PPC, MLM. I mean, you name it. Affiliate marketing. You name it. I've tried it. I've had some success with some things, not so much with others. And so I created this training because really what I've found over the years is that the majority, if not all, of the major successful online marketers, including my mentor, who I've been following for 3 years now, they all follow a very proven blueprint for creating their companies, creating their following, creating their their courses and whatnot. It all follows this pattern that I'm going to outlay in this M3 method, is what I call it. Okay, so this isn't complicated, but I want you to listen to this and go as we go through this training. I want you to understand that these pillars, okay, these three pillars are very essential for creating success online, because online is hard, as any business is, but being online is extremely hard because you don't have just the business is not run the traditional way, right? Like, you don't have a storefront. People aren't coming in to see you. You aren't getting word of mouth like you would from family and friends necessarily. Sorry for that. So anyway, without further ado, let's get into this. This is a condensed version of my training. The full training will be available in a link below this video, in the description, and in the synopsis of the video here on YouTube. So feel free to go ahead and click that link, register. It's 100% free. This is my way of giving back to people who are looking to build a business online, make money online. I know that it's a big rabbit hole to go down. So without further ado, let's get into this. So the very first, I'm gonna pop this up here so it's a little bit easier to read. So the first M in the M3 method is mentor. Okay, now this is so critical for a number of reasons. Okay, the first one here, a mentor is going to help you go from where you are to where you want to be, right? And the easiest way to explain this is, you want to learn from those who you want to become. Okay, now I've been following my mentor online for 3 years now, and I want to be where he is. He's a top income earner online. He's been over the years, he was in various opportunities and was top earner in every single one of them. I'm not going to name company names right now because, as you know, the network marketing space is he's a network marketing background guy, but now he has his own company doing phenomenal things for entrepreneurship in general. It's not really MLM or anything like that. It's just how to build a business online. So I've been following him, and I want to become I want to do what he's doing. I want to follow in his footsteps. I want to build something like he's building. And so the easiest way to do that is to follow somebody like that, right? You want to learn from those who you want to become. You don't want to learn from, you don't want to learn from somebody flashing money and telling you that you're going to get rich in 30 minutes, or whatever the case is. The rags to riches story, and hey, push this button and you can get rich just like that, right? We all know deep down that doesn't really exist in any sustainable fashion, but and experience is everything, okay? There's no teacher like experience is the easiest way to put this. And, in the case of my mentor who I follow, right, I'll take a millionaire's method, right, who has no formal education, which he doesn't, to online wealth over a Harvard MBA's methods every day of the week if the millionaire has greater success, right? It's pretty simple. If you have a mentor, or you can follow somebody who's where you want to be, and they have the experience and they're making millions of dollars online, and they can teach you how to do that, I'll take that guy's methods any day of the week, even over a Harvard MBA graduate, right? If they're trying to build a business and they're not succeeding, why would you take that person's advice if you're, maybe, it doesn't match, right? Like, I'm trying to build a business online. I want to match with a mentor who can teach me to do what he did or she did, and I want to learn from that person. I don't care about education. I don't care about any of that. Experience is the mother of all teachers, right? And then ultimately, you want a mentor to be able to show you, not just tell you what to do. So ideally you want them to take you by the hand and lead you step by step through a process and action plan to help you earn and learn. Okay, I should probably put and learn on here. See, that's how we roll. We just do it on the fly. So again, mentor is the first M in the M3 method. Every successful entrepreneur, which is really what you need to be if you're online trying to build a business. We're not we're not doing this, in a couple minutes a day. This is an entrepreneurship minded venture, just like any business. I want a mentor that's where I want to be, even though it might be so unfathomable that I'll ever get there. I want a mentor to show me and take me by the hand and lead me how to do what they did. And as long as I put in the work, that I can be successful, right? So that's the first M in the M3 method. The second one is Mastermind, okay? So again, this follows a very strict pattern that I've found over the years in successful companies, leaders, gurus, if you will, teachers, top income earners online in marketing. In masterminds, this is becoming more and more popular, but basically all a mastermind is it's a condensed form of knowledge that's taking years and years of leadership experience and condensing it into short time frames, usually a couple days, right? You get to learn from others' success and failure, and you cut your time and your losses. And in my example, let me just make this a little bit smaller. Sorry. In my example, you could save $10,000 or more just from my experiences alone. Money I've flushed down the toilet doing stuff that didn't make sense, following people that I shouldn't have been following, joining shiny object syndrome software product, training company after another. So take it from me. You can definitely learn from other people's successes and failures and cut your time and your losses. And you don't go at it alone, right? In a mastermind, you can leverage other people and build your own network, just like the top earners do. And you're only as powerful as your network will allow you to be. This is important. Once you reach a certain point, maybe you can make some sales. Maybe you're in a business where you're selling other people's products, whatever the case is. You get to a point where you probably can figure it out enough on your own. You can make some sales, but are you really going to, catapult to that ultra successful entrepreneur without a network? Chances are most likely not. Anybody who's been a top online earner, in every case I've ever seen, including the mentor I follow personally and I get guided by, he has a huge network, a huge following of other top earners and other top people in the space, right? So you're only as powerful, right, as your network will allow you to be. And basically you're taking, like I said, years of knowledge and experience and you're condensing it into a short time frame, sometimes just a few days. The fastest way to success is model, like we've talked about, what other successful people do, but try to do it faster and better than they have, right? So if you become engrossed into a mastermind and you building a network and you're networking with other like-minded people, the idea is to do something similar but faster and better, and then you've got a winning formula for success. Now the last M in the M3 formula is going to be massive action. Any successful venture online to build a business around, whether that's going to be, we'll talk about this later maybe, but affiliate marketing or network marketing or e-commerce. Every successful entrepreneur and top earner and leader I've ever learned from, including now, you need to take massive action, and what you're learning and what you're doing it has to be easy to take massive action, right? Because knowledge without action is absolutely useless. Imperfect action will beat perfect theory every single time. You need decisive steps, ideally, and actions to take so that you can catapult your business, from the get-go, right? You want to start earning, you want to start seeing results, momentum in your business, not weeks, not even necessarily days. You maybe want a 24-hour period where you can start to see some results and get you some motivation, right, to move forward. You want to be shown in digestible pieces what to do and when to avoid confusion and overwhelm, because that's a lot of times what people go through. I know I went through that. The confusion and overwhelm is what stops people dead in their tracks most of the time, especially building an online business, because there's just so many moving pieces and so many bits and pieces of information coming in from all direction. You kind of just freeze sometimes and you don't know where to go. So having decisive steps and actions to take and showing you how to do it is going to lead you to massive action, which is going to catapult you and get you that momentum you need. This leads to small wins, right? These wins become bigger the more you learn, the more you do. Not everything happens immediately. You might get, one sale of a product. Let's say you're selling a product. You might sell that first product and it's like a light bulb goes off, right? And you're like, this is possible. I know I can sell things online. I know I can reach people that want to buy. Like it starts to just make the things in your brain churn, and that's what started this whole thing for me years and years ago. But the small wins, although they may not seem monumental at the time, right? They may only be a $10 commission or a $20 commission or maybe a $50 commission. The point is that it's possible and you can do it. And so when you're taking this massive action, these small wins lead to bigger and better wins the more you learn and the more you do. Okay. So there you have it, the condensed version of the M3 method. And basically, at this point, what I want to invite you to do, if you liked this information thus far, what I invite you to do is click in the description in this video. There is a link to a sign up for my free full M3 method training, where I go into deep dive into these categories, and I talk about how to set up a business, what to do if you're just starting out, like what the easiest way to get started is to make money online, avoiding all the scams and the garbage that's going to be pitched out there, that the push button rags to riches, right? Doesn't exist, let me tell you. But yeah, you can click the link below, go to my page, sign up for the free training, go in there, digest everything. I know it's going to help you. It's years and years of experience that I've gained and knowledge that I hope helps you avoid a lot of the pitfalls and a lot of the stuff that hopefully you haven't gone through. But if you have been struggling to this point and you're watching this video, I don't know if you've just started down the rabbit hole, but go ahead, click the link. It's free, like I said, no cost. It's my way of giving back. So go ahead, do that, register for the training, and I'll see you on the inside.